In this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble the IKEA Molger bathroom shelving unit. Before you buy this shelving unit, you need to make sure that it's going to fit in your bathroom. The dimensions, the width is 26 3/4 inches, and the depth is 7 1/8 inch, and the height is 71 5/8 inches. Now the height isn't so much of an issue, just as long as it clears the top of your toilet tank, but the width is typically an issue, so you need to measure that before you buy this or assemble it. So the Molger shelving unit fits around your toilet, so to the sides and above, but the width is really critical. In some bathrooms it's a tight space. So basically you need to make sure that you have 27 inches to install it, and I have plenty of space here, so I've got about 32 inches, so I have plenty of space. I have some left over. So to protect my floor and also the Molger shelving unit while I'm assembling it, I've laid down another IKEA box as my work surface and taped it to the floor because it's really slick and it slides around, so I've taped it. So go ahead and open your box and get all the parts and pieces out. Now go ahead and assemble your tools. If you don't already have one, I highly recommend a IKEA Fixa toolkit. It has a hammer, monkey wrench, pliers. It also has a screwdriver with quite a variety of bits, including Allen head, hex bits. I don't know if I have the proper size for this job. Hopefully I do. If I do have the right bit, I'll be able to use my cordless screwdriver. So go ahead and open up your fastener bag and empty that into a box container. So I checked all my bits. I don't have the bit. I have a 2.5 millimeter, and it looks like the next size I have is 5 millimeters. So I think this is a 3 millimeter Allen head. So I'll end up using the supplied Allen wrench, which I think, as I recall doing this before, is a lot of work. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is run down to Harbor Freight and get a bit set that has the proper size. I think 3 or 4 millimeters. I'm going to make this job easy. Okay, so I'm back from Harbor Freight. Had some good Kung Pao chicken on the way back too. And so I was lucky, I found what I needed. It's one of these precision screwdriver sets with bits. So it has the 3 millimeter hex head or Allen head that I was looking for. The only problem is it didn't have the adapter to connect to my cordless screwdriver. But fortunately I have another precision bit screwdriver set that has the adapter. So now here's my adapter, and then I have my new 3 millimeter Allen head, and so now I'm good to go. Now I can plug this into my cordless screwdriver. Let's see if this is going to work. Like so, yeah. Now I'm in business. Now, if you don't want to plop down the 30 bucks that you need to get your cordless screwdriver and 2 precision screwdriver sets with bits, you'll have to go with the Allen wrench that's supplied with the parts bag. This set cost about 7 bucks from Harbor Freight. Now, as far as IKEA furniture goes, the Molger is one of the easier pieces to put together. There's really only 3 steps, and the 4th step is using a level to level the shelving unit. So it's very simple. in the first step, you'll need these 8 pegs, wooden pegs, and you're going to insert these into the shelves, 2 of the 4 shelves that have the holes that are the right size for the pegs. As you can see here, there are 2 different sizes of holes. So 2 shelves have the ones for the pegs, and then the other 2 are for the screws. So go ahead and insert the pegs into those 2 shelves on both sides. And then the same on the other side of each shelf. Now I'm going to do the other side of these 2 shelves. Insert the pegs like so. Now you need to orient the sides of the shelving unit. So this is the top. There are no holes on this end. At the other end you have holes, and that's where the feet go. Right there. And then if you look on the inside, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. And if you look at the outside, you only have 1, 2. So on the inside, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the outside, you have 1 and 2 holes. Now you need to spread the sides so that you can insert the shelves in between the 2 sides. So I'm going to see how much space I need. About like so. Since this end is the top of the shelving unit, I want these so that the tiny little planks are on top facing up. So now I'm going to get everything lined up. So these 2 shelves with the wooden pegs, these are the 2nd and 3rd shelves from the top. So those go there. And then the other 2 shelves, make sure you have the plank side up. 1st shelf and the 4th shelf. So I'm going to lay the 1st and the 4th shelves flat. Those are the ones with the screws, because I don't want them to fall over while I'm inserting the wooden pegs in the other 2 shelves. I'll put them like that. And then now I'm going to go ahead and insert this one. And then this one. Like so. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. So press in from each side. Now you'll need your 8 screws. Go ahead and insert your screws so they're lined up with the shelf. Try to keep everything together too. Now I'm going to get 2 screws into the other side, get those started, just barely started. That one doesn't want to go in. I'll go ahead and screw these in with my cordless screwdriver. That's what I'm talking about. This is the way to go. Forget those 100 turns with a Allen wrench. And be sure there's no gaps. Check for gaps. If there's a gap, back it back. Back the screw out and then start again after pressing it together. Oops. I think I had too much Kung Pao chicken. Now let's see what's going on this side. See if we can get this working. That's weird. Does not seem to want to. I would have to say, there it goes. They're a hair off. The holes are a hair off, so beware of that. You might have to wiggle it a little bit. I can get this one started too. There we go. Now for the 4th shelf. Make sure your planks are up, facing the top. And the final 2 screws. Back's getting tired. This is about my 6th or 7th piece of IKEA furniture in 3 days. Although this one's been pretty easy. The chest of drawers and the bed and the Calac shelving units are pretty difficult. There we go. Now I'm going to check to see if it's square. It looks really good, right on the dot. 90 degrees. Now for the feet. There are 4 feet. And if you want to use your cordless drill, you're going to need a wide flathead screwdriver bit. This one gives started. It's pretty cool how they did this. It's a nice design. Now for the other side. And we're done. Let's go put it up. Before you put it in your bathroom and set it in place, you might want to check that the legs are not uneven. You can see that it's rocking a little bit, so I'm going to make an adjustment. And if you don't have a level, that's okay. Just eyeball it and make sure it's level. So I think it's this one that needs the adjustment. Almost there. There we go. Just twist it until it's balanced on all four legs, touching on all 4 feet, sorry. So just below the 3rd shelf, you'll see a hole in the side of the frame. That's for anchoring your Molger to the wall. There's actually a hole on both sides, so you can use both if you want. It doesn't come with a screw. You'll have to supply your own. And I'm not going to demonstrate that step because I'm not going to drill holes in the wall. But it is recommended that you do anchor it. So now I have my Molger shelving unit in place. What I noticed is that I think I can force it to tip against the back of the unit so that the back of the unit touches the wall. That way it'll be a little more stable if I don't anchor it. So to do that, I have to extend the front feet a few millimeters. So I'm going to do that. So right here, the front foot, I'm going to extend that so it drops down a little further, 2 or 3 millimeters, and then I'm going to see if it fits properly. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but you can see I extended the foot, and now it works perfectly. So it's touching the wall at the top and fairly stable. There's a slight gap here, but you can't really tell. So there it is, the finished product.